before I cannot go to sleep before I know what I'm gonna do the next day because as the student and also as the someone who involved in a lot of organization activities, it's really crucial for us to manage our time properly and effectively. Because if we cannot do that, we just can get burnt out and also overwhelmed.
Okay, maybe every day me feel tired, feel stressed because I have several programs. So simple things like listening to music, taking a short walk, and then talking with a close friend, maybe.
Yes.
But that I can refresh my energy. I can return my.
Hello everyone, welcome back to EPODS, the English podcast by EFEC, where your voice match your vibe. In this episode, let me introduce myself first. My name is Dio Rizky Priyatna from the Public Relations Division. I will be hosting your session today. And in this episode, we're bringing up a highly relatable topic as our theme. It's time management hacks for busy students, strategies for balancing classes, organization, and personal life. Because being a student is really stressful, guys, especially when you're juggling things like in organizational life, classes, and more, but all at once. And that's why we're having two inspiring speakers today, who's of course very relate to the topic. Please welcome Bro Wikel and Sis Arti. Woo. All right. Hi, Bro Wikel, Sis Arti. How are you guys today?
Oh my God! Hello, Dio. For me, I'm doing great today, and it's such a nice opportunity to be here again because last year the podcaster too for the ePods from EFEC, and also inviting the guest speaker as the native speaker from the Nigerian, and it feels so nice to be here again today.
Okay, and also I'm doing great, Dio, and I'm very excited because I'm again my beloved organization, Economic Faculty English Club, and I'm ready for podcast today.
Wow, that's really great to hear. So, is there anything coming up, like something exciting maybe, or just any life update?
Okay, maybe me as Duta Bahasa Riau and then Dera.
Wow.
Have several responsibility, and then we have several program. So maybe make me busy in the next month, Dio.
Wow. How about you, Bro Wikel?
And for me, same as Arti said before. After being the demissioner of EFEC, I'm serving as Duta Bahasa Riau 2025 and also being busy with Forum Anak Nasional because recently I got selected as the facilitator Forum Anak Nasional for 2025-2027 period, and also serving in Magang Humas Universitas Riau as internship, especially in the host and reporter division. Yeah, maybe for the live update, in the next month, I'm gonna start my internship journey.
Wow!
In October, if I'm not mistaken, and I think that's gonna be the new whole business for me, and also it will be hard for me to manage my time properly. So today, here we are to discuss, maybe to share our perspective and our experience regarding the time management topic itself.
Okay.
That's it.
That's really nice. We're so happy to have you incredible people today. It's really impressive because even the live update already sounds really busy, guys. But I guess it's no surprise for us because Bro Wikel here is not only an active student at Management Universitas Riau, he's also the vice chairman of EFEC period 2024-2025. Like he said, also a facilitator of the Forum Anak Nasional. All that while serving as the second winner of Duta Bahasa Riau. And we also have Sis Arti, Vice General Secretary of EFEC period 2024-2025. Also served as the third winner of Dara Indragiri Hulu in 2025 and Duta Bahasa Riau favorite in 2024. With her background in language, culture, and organization, of course, Sis Arti will also share her experience about balancing study, personal growth, and activities. Wow, that was an ocean of achievements, and the fact that some of them happened in only 1 year is crazy. And it shows that both Broikel and Sis Arti are the perfect role model for today's topic. And with that, we can just roll deeper into our topic. Let's talk time management for busy students, because we know both of you are very active in many organizations and competitions, right? How do you usually manage your time every day? Do you use any tools like a planner, calendar, or apps? And is there any secret tips from you guys?
Maybe it comes from me first. Yeah, for me, I'm not using any applications or any tools from my phone to manage my time or my schedule for every single day. I'm just using my phone's app, the notes app for my phones.
Yes.
So usually before I start off the next day, the back after the night, I usually start to plan what I'm gonna do tomorrow, starting from the last night. Yeah, so before I got to sleep, I check out my phone, I check out my calendar, I check out my schedule. Is there anything coming up for the several days for the next days? And I'm gonna make the list for my activities that I'm gonna face through, and it based on the urgency and the importance itself. Yeah. So the importance, the urgent activities will be the first thing I have to do in the next day. So before I cannot go to sleep before I know what I'm gonna do the next day, because as the student and also as the someone who involved in a lot of organization activities, it's really crucial for us to manage our time properly and effectively. Because if we cannot do that, we just can get burnt out and also overwhelmed, and I really don't like that feeling. So I have to make sure what I'm gonna do the next day, or even the next month, or even the next year before I got to rest. Because we know that the student, as an academic student, we have to maintain our balance between the organization, the activities of the organization and campus, and also our academic journey. The first thing that you guys have to know, you guys cannot leave your academic responsibility. It is the first thing that you guys have to accomplish before anything else. So even if you are the active person in a lot of organization and activities outside, you guys have to maintain and have to keep up with your academic responsibilities. That's it maybe for me.
Of course. And also, guys, fun fact, every time we got into a project in EFEC, when Bro Wikel was the vice chairman, he always told us the last thing, always prioritize your study, whatever happened. How about you, Sis Arti?
Okay, maybe as a student, I think time management is very important, because me as a final student, I use calendar apps. Of course I have, and then I set my daily, my weekly priorities, and then I have several programs, and some like Wikel, we must to set my priority and my weekly daily activities.
Okay.
Maybe that's all.
Now, you guys mentioned priorities. Me as a student on my third semester struggle a lot to set my priorities, because we all know the drill. College life, deadlines everywhere. When you have that many deadlines at the same time, how do you decide which one to finish first? Because I think not only me, but every audience that watching this podcast is also struggle with deadlines.
Okay, maybe first me. So when I have several assignment, when their assignment is very urgent,
Yes.
I finish them first. Okay, in organizationals, I think maybe when I waiting the programs next day, I think we can finish we complete the assignment, we complete the programs before we start the next programs. I think that's all.
How about you, bro, Ikal?
Back again is about importance and urgency.
Yes.
Back then when I was the vice chairman of EFEC, and yeah, you know, as an active student, I do working in a lot of activities, not only in EFEC, but also in outside, such as from Anak Riau, and also working in Humas Universitas Riau. I'm struggling with the deadline too also. And when I think I'm get burnt out because a lot of deadlines and activities in the same times, back then I'm really concerned about the priority scale. Yeah, I've established a priority scale, which one I have to accomplish first, which one I have to looking up first, which one I have to just do it later. For example, like when I was the vice chairman, we have a lot of meetings, right, Dio? You know well that EFEC had a lot of meetings, like every single day, every single week, we got a lot of meetings. And at the same time, I have to maintain my academic responsibility. I have to attend the class. I have to working on my assignment, and I have to attend the meeting of EFEC itself. It's really a struggle for me, but back again, it's about priority scale. Maybe if the meeting or the event in the EFEC is more important and need me a lot, need my responsibilities and do this as the vice chairman, I'm gonna put it first beside my academic. But I think academic is really can be replaced, cannot be replaced for anything. So I'm always put academic responsibility in the top list, but I have to look back again in my responsibility in other things, like maybe in EFEC, in Humas Universitas Riau, and also in a lot of many activities outside. I have to keep it balanced. But yeah, I have to say this, that you guys have to maintain your academic responsibility at the top list, because it cannot be replaced by anything. But don't forget about your responsibilities outside, because people need you. A lot of people outside there need your attendance, need your participation. So you have to really concern about the time management and priority scale. I think that's it.
Again, guys, academic comes first. And I guess knowing our priorities, time managing it's all about responsibilities, right? When you're serving as Duta Bahasa, does that experience teach you something about that, like the time management or the responsibility itself?
While serving as Duta Bahasa, of course, it teach me a lot about this responsibility, about discipline, about how to communicate better with people we're working with. So in Duta Bahasa, we know that we have 3 Gatra Bangun Bahasa: empower Indonesian language, protect our local language, and experting or mastering in foreign language. I think that's not only a tagline, but it's also talking about responsibility for ourselves. Like, for example, in this podcast session, I cannot use Indonesian because it is counted as mixing code. So in Duta Bahasa we have a rules that we cannot mix Indonesian and English at the same time, because we have to choose which one we are gonna use for the whole podcast session. So I choose to use English as the main language I use in this podcast session. And also when we're talking about responsibilities in Duta Bahasa Riau, while I'm participating in the quarantine of Duta Bahasa Riau, it teach me a lot about on time, and also about discipline, about communicate better with anyone, not only with our senior, but also with our partner, with the committee, with the people looking for us, and of course, prioritizing our language and communication skills, And I think Duta Bahasa really teach me a lot about discipline and also responsibility. And it also making me know that time management is really important, because back then when I was in the quarantine of Duta Bahasa Riau, I'm a sixth semester student, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I'm a sixth semester student in management major. I have to attend the quarantine, and also I have to attend the class at the same time.
Yes.
Of course, it really make me struggling with the time management. But we know that priority scale exists. So when I was in the quarantine, I put the quarantine first for Duta Bahasa Riau, and then when I have assignment from my class, I'm gonna catch up with my friends. I'm gonna ask them what happens in the class. What can I do with the next week class? What can I do with the assignment? What can I do with the next meeting? And it really teach me a lot of responsibility. I think like that.
How about you, Karti?
Okay, when I joined into the Bahasa Riau, and then Indragiri Hulu, I think I always try to apply self-discipline. I mean, like simple things like, yes, I have calendar apps, I have a clear schedule, and I have like writing in my notebooks. So I learned from that to manage my time, my commitment. So in Duta Bahasa Riau, it's not only about the language ambassador, it's not only about the responsibility to community, but it's also commitment. I think like that.
So we're talking about time, right? Time management. People said time is money, so do not waste time, guys. Now, in your opinion, what is one bad habit that students do that waste a lot of time?
Okay, as a student, procrastination, the biggest problem.
Yes.
So maybe we can say I'll do it later, but it ends up piling up. So make me busy in the next month, in the next day. So I think procrastination and then not discipline is the biggest problem as a student, as a Duta Bahasa Riau, as a daerah Indragiri Hulu. When we bad habit is time management. So I think we must to manage time management, manage our schedule in the next one, in the next day is a good better.
Be disciplined, yeah. Do not procrastinate, because it happens to me too. Whenever I got like when it comes to exam week, I usually got so many assignments, but then I was like, I'll do it later, nanti aja lah, like that, something like that. And then I ended up stressing at the end of the month because it all comes back to me like bertubi-tubi. How about you, Bro Wikel?
Okay, talking about bad habits that make us being bad at time management is scrolling too much on social media or our phone.
Yes.
Believe it or not, scrolling too much on our social media and our phone is making us ended up being lazy and also undisciplined. Because based on my personal experience, I'm the person that scrolling a lot in social media, but I have to know when I can scrolling without time limit on my social media. Maybe, for example, on the weekend I can rot in my bed all day and also scrolling too much on my phone, on my social media. But when I have a busy time, a really packed schedules, I knew that I cannot use my phone too much. I'm just using it as the communications device. So maybe talking about bad habits, believe it or not, scrolling too much on your phone is really deathful, everyone.
I'm also scrolling so much on my social media and I'm scared now. Okay, now you mentioned the bad habits that make students waste a lot of time, and have you ever failed to manage your time? And what did you learn from that experience?
Okay, talking about failure in managing my time, maybe it happens around 2023, I guess, when I was in my second semester or third semester of the college.
Yes.
Yeah. Back then, I've joined like 4 until 5 organizations.
Wow.
Inside and outside campus. It really, really make me struggling a lot, everyone. Beside organization, I'm also joining a lot of committees in or outside campus, and I've been believed to hold a lot of event, to be the project manager, to be the project coordinator or project leader. At the same time, in 1 year, if I can count it, it was like more than 20 committee I have joined in 2023.
Wow.
It really, really a lot, everyone. I didn't recommend it to everyone. I did not like say it a good thing, but instead I'm saying it as a life experience, life lesson, because I think that at the time I failed to maintaining the balance between my academic responsibilities and my organization's life. For example, like I've got a lot of missing class, I've got a lot of missing assignment, I got a lot of I'm prepared even because I'm too busy to handling all of the committees at the same time. But before I entered 2024 until now, I learned a lot about the time management because my failure in managing my time management in 2023. So I come back with the better time management, with the better communication, with the better way how to say no when I cannot handling that thing. So I think 2023 it really teach me a lot, and until today, I think my time management is a lot better than before because I usually set my activities like I said before in my calendar apps, in my phone notes apps.
Yes.
So it will be more structured and it will be more can be handled like that.
How about you, Sis Arti?
Okay, of course, saya pernah yang namanya failed time management. So, untuk mengatasi hal tersebut, usually I set my daily, weekly priorities, daily, weekly, monthly maybe, and then I learn from that to manage my commitment, my priority, my time management. Betapa pentingnya hal tersebut. Karena kalau satu saja prioritas kita sudah terbengkalai, itu akan merusak semua rencana yang telah kita canangkan. Mungkin seperti itu ya. Dan juga saya belajar mengenai hal tersebut, kalau seandainya saya seperti itu juga hingga di kemudian hari, hingga di tahun ke depan, pastinya mungkin di dunia kerja saya tidak akan bisa dimanfaatkan atau bisa dipakai oleh orang, mungkin seperti itu. Jadi time management is very important begitu.
And it also happened to me though in my first semester in Universitas Riau. We know we have English festival, right? And it's my first kepanitiaan, and it really took my time a lot. And yeah, I have so many missing assignments, and I don't attend class. And I guess I'm proud to say that in my third semester, I've come up with a lot of better time management. And Bro Wikal and Sis Arti is the two of my inspirations.
Oh my God. But in English Festival 2025, you are the project manager, right?
Yes, I'm the project manager of event, yes. You know, Bro Wikal and Sis Arte, sometimes students feel tired. They stressed, they burned out. What do you usually do to stay motivated? Because I know with a lot of experience, you guys must have been through that phase before, right? So what are the tips?
Okay, maybe every day me feel tired, feel stressed because I have several programs. So simple things like listening to music, taking a short walk, and then talking with a close friend, maybe.
Yes.
But that I can refresh my energy, I can return my mood, maybe like that motivation from me.
Because me time is always so
Yes.
important, right, Sis
Me
Arte?
time.
How about you, Bro Wikal?
Same with Arti. I'm also like to do my hobbies when I got a lot of free time, when I got to like stress feeling, burnout feeling. It's time to relieve myself. It's time to relieve my stress by doing my hobbies, such as listening to music,
Yes.
watching some movies or series, and also I like to singing or
Wow.
even dancing in my room, and usually I do that in my free time or on the weekend when I got nothing to do on that day. And I think doing your hobbies when you guys feel stressed out or feeling burnt out is really relieve your stress. Is really relieve your like overwhelmed feeling, and you guys got to recharge yourself, and you guys ready to move or ready to do the next business or activities that really pack. So it's really important to have your free time, to have your own self time to do your hobbies, because I can say that people have to maintaining their hobbies balance with their pack schedules or activities like that.
Agree. I agree because I guess we have a really lot in common because I also love to like lock my door and then put on my headphones, listen to music. And every time I felt tired, like from campus, I just lock my door, watch my favorite series, eat snacks, and it recharged my energy as an
Yes.
introvert so much.
I can feel that.
I guess that was the last question. Thank you so much to Bro Wikel and Sis Arte. Wow. What an inspiring session, guys, today. Once again, big thanks to Bro Wikel and Sis Arte for sharing their stories and strategies. We learned that time management isn't just about hours on a clock. It's about knowing our priorities. It's about keeping balance. And also, of course, it's about taking care of yourself. So here's the challenge, guys. Don't just listen. Try at least one new thing starting today. Maybe it's using a planner, like Bro Wikel and Sis Arti said, setting clearer priorities, or simply just being more mindful with your time. Because even the smallest step can create a big change if you do it consistently.
But Dio, before we close our podcast session, can we give a little closing statement from us?
Oh, yes, of course. All right. Before we end, let's hear some closing statement from Bro Wikel first.
Okay, thank you so much, Dio, as our podcaster, as our host today. Seeing you on that chair really make me deja vu, because I were there, and today we have the new face, everyone. We have the new talented people, talented person in EFEC, and also the committee, and also all of the EFEC members. I really truly appreciate your hard work, truly appreciate this event, because in this event not only beneficial for the audience, but also I feel that this session is really beneficial for me, because I can share my thoughts, I can share my experience, and also I can share about how my life experience, maybe it will be some motivation for the audience. Yeah, before we close this podcast session, I just want to say that life is only once, everyone. If you want to do something, do it right now. Don't wait for a long time again. Please do it by right now, because we cannot predict the future.
Yes.
We cannot predict what will happen in the future, or even in the next 5 minutes. We do not know about anything that will comes up in the future. So if you guys still young, if you guys still have a lot of free time, if you guys still a student, it is a privilege for you guys to do anything that you guys want to do. Because once again, life is only once. There is no second life. There's no third life. There's no another universe. We are only living in the one universe. So if you feel like you want to do something that in a good linear with your hobbies, with your passion, do it right now while you are still young. Because back then, as a student, as a human beings, as a young generation, it is privilege for us to do anything before we grown out and before we are getting older. I think like that.
Okay, maybe some motivation from me is like try to self-discipline with calendar apps, with to-do list, and then don't wait for free time, but create time to complete your assignment, to complete your responsibility, because will you menunggu yang namanya waktu luang itu tidak akan pernah dapat. Jadi gunakanlah waktu tersebut untuk menyelesaikan prioritas kamu, responsibility kamu. Seperti yang saya katakan tadi, kalau masih saja kita menunggu waktu luang, program kerja, kemudian tanggung jawab yang lain, itu tidak akan pernah terjalankan. Maybe motivation from me.
Wow. And yes, that's a wrap for this episode of EPODS. Remember, good time management aren't only beneficial for your class, but for your organizations, your career, and your own personal growth too. See you in the next episode of EPODS. Stay productive, stay balanced, and take care, everyone. Bye. EFEC, where you develop your English. Goodbye. Have a nice day.